from our previous videos, we learned how to calculate the unknowns of a non-right-angled triangle. If there's such, but I'm simply just trying to state that we have learned how to calculate the unknowns of triangles that are not right-angled triangle, right? So we know how to use the sine rule, we know how to use the cosine rule. So right now we are about to solve and learn how to calculate the area of any triangle that is not a right-angled triangle, right? So this is called the area rule, isn't it? The area rule. So in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to prove the area rule, the simplest way, and how to use the area rule and when to use it, right? So let's start by the proof. What we are required to prove. We are required to prove maybe an area of a certain triangle. For example, we are going to say the area of APC, of triangle APC, I mean, it's going to be equals to 1 over 2 BC sine A, isn't it? So we are going to find the area of this triangle. So obviously, what are we going to start with? We are going to start with labeling the sides. Here we know it's going to be a C. Here it's going to be an A. I made a mistake here, guys. It's actually an A. You can refer from our previous videos. It's the very same diagram. And then here is going to be our P. Right. So how do we go about how do you go about proving the area rule? So we are going to say you are going to tell the examiner that you constructed this line, and it's H is going to produce D, and then when you start your proof, you're going to say that we know that the area of any triangle, right? The area of any triangle, in this case is the area of triangle APC, is going to be half base times the height, isn't it? Times the height. So in this case, we can clearly see that our base is going to be B, because this is our base and this is going to be our height. So 1 over 2, our base is going to be B and our height is going to be H. And we know that H, from our previous video, you know that H is going to be equals to C sine A, actually, right? Because we know that our H is the very same value as our Y coordinate of B. So having to know that, we can simply come here and say that therefore the area of triangle APC is going to be equals to 1 over 2, our base it's B, then our height is going to be C sine A. So that's how we go about proving the area rule. So let's go to how do we use the area rule. So first thing first, guys, you must take a note that let me say the area, let's go back to what we were required to prove. The area of triangle ABC, right, is going to be equals to 1 over 2 BC sine A, isn't it? So let's take note that here it's B, it's C, it's A, meaning that we are having two sides and we are having one angle. And obviously we can't be having a pair of a side and an angle, meaning that we can't be having a B here and also a B here. So in this case, how are we going to solve this question? Because they are asking us or telling us that we need to calculate the area of triangle DF. So you are going to say the area of triangle DEF, right? You are going to ask yourself, which angle do you have? So in a sine or a cosine rule, we know that we need to be having at least three known variables. Even in this case, we must be having 3. So in this case, we are having this angle, right, which is angle D. Obviously, we can't be putting a D here or a D here, right? So we are only going to be having sine D. So the other sides, they are going to name themselves. So let's label the diagram. We know that the opposite of D is going to be our small letter D, and the opposite of F is also going to be our small letter F, and then the opposite of E is also going to be our small letter E, right? So how do we write our formula in the correct way? We are going to have 1 over 2, as we stated before, that here we are only going to be having the angle D. We are going to say sine D. So we are only left with what? We are only left with F and E, isn't it? Then you are going to say sine D. And then you are going to insert the known values. We know F is equals to 5 and E is equals to 7, sine D, which is 60 degrees. And then you are going to punch the calculator, and the calculator is going to give you marks, guys. Imagine the calculator is giving you marks. So we are going to be getting 15,16. Yeah, and you also need to state that it is unit squared, because you are talking about an area. So let's go to our next complicated problem, whereby you need to use the sine, the cosine rule, and the area rule in the very same question. So on to our next video.